Aloha kako. Mahalo nui for listening my podcast Hula and Talk. My name is Kauanoeanuhea, and all I talk on this podcast is based on something my kumu shared with me or my research. As Hawaiian didn't have a written language earlier, many things still uncertain. So my podcast sometimes contain the information it's not sure. If you have better understanding or a different opinion, please send me DM by Instagram, Twitter, or comments from my website. My Instagram account is Kauanoeanuhea0410. My Twitter is searchable as Kauanoe's Hula Studio. My website is kauanoeshulastudio.com without apostrophe. I would highly appreciate your opinion. With last episode, I talked about how he became strong warrior, also with the story of Captain Cook. Today, I will talk about how Kamehameha started to conquer all islands. In 1780, Kamehameha's uncle and King Kalaniʻopuʻu was nearing the end of his life, and he didn't want his own family members to fight for who should be a king after his passing. He met his chiefs in Waipio Valley to work out a plan that might assure a peaceful transition. The plan was that his oldest son Kivala'o was to be a new king, his younger son Keo'ua was to be given lands, and his nephew Kamehameha was to be in charge of the war heiau and Kuka'ilimoku, the family feathered war god. In 1782, the King Kalaniʻopuʻu died in Ka'u. His son Kivala'o as now the ruler of the island of Hawaiʻi. Kivala'o divided up the land, and this caused the trouble. The Kona Ali'i were angry about the land division because of the treatment they were getting at the hands of Kivala'o. They turned to Kamehameha for help, and he agreed to become their leader. The Kona Ali'i were Keaweaheulu, uncle and counselor to Kamehameha; Ke'eaumoku, the father of Ka'ahumanu, who is going to be the Kamehameha's wife later; Kamanava and Kame'eyamoku, uncles of Kamehameha and twin brothers who are pictures on Hawaii's coat of arms; Keku Haupi'o, the great warrior and teacher of Kamehameha; and Kala'imamahu, Kavelo'okalani, and Keali'i Maikai. Those are Kamehameha's three brothers. These ali'i remained loyal to Kamehameha as long as they lived. The trouble caused a battle in Ke'e Kona. It was called the Battle of Moku Ohai. Kamehameha led his army in a battle against Kivala'o, and Kivala'o was killed there. He was wearing a feather cloak, a hu'ula, and as the victor, Kamehameha claimed that a cape, which is now in the Bishop Museum. Now, the big island was split into 3 areas and it had its own ruler. Number 1, Kamehameha, ruler of Kona, Kohala, and northern Hamakua. Number 2, Keo'ua, ruler of Ka'u and part of Puna. Number 3, Keabemauhili, ruler of Hilo and part of Puna and Hamakua. For the next 9 years, Kamehameha tries to conquer the rest of Big Island, but failed. In 1785, Kamehameha married his favorite wife, Ka'ahumanu. Her father was the chief Ke'eaumoku, the trusted advisor to Kamehameha. Ka'ahumanu's mother was Namahana, sister of Kahekili. She was only 17 years old. Kamehameha had many other wives, but Ka'ahumanu was the wife he loved the best. They never had children from this union. Now, I would like to talk about the two key persons who served for Kamehameha. They were Isaac Davis and John Young, who were two Englishmen whose lives were spared during a conflict between Kamehameha's troops and the English ship. They were given the choice between instant death at the hands of Kamehameha's soldiers or a life of loyalty and service to Kamehameha. They chose life and service to Kamehameha. They were wise, honest, loyal, and familiar with the acquisition and use of firearms. They become very important person among Kamehameha's most trusted advisors. Kamehameha gave each of them chiefly wives and lands. They become great chiefs and are buried at Mauna Ala, which Hawaiian royal members bury. In 1790, Kamehameha still haven't conquered Big Island. He headed for Maui and fought against the Kalani Kupule, son of Maui chief Kahekili. On that time, Kahekili and Kalani Kupule was ruling Maui, Oahu, and Molokai. On this battle, Kamehameha showed great skill in use of military strategies. The waters of Iao Stream were dammed or blocked by the bodies of dead warriors. This battle was named the Battle of Kekanivai, which means damming of the waters. Kamehameha won this battle, but Kalani Kupule escaped to Oahu. Kamehameha went to Molokai after. Kamehameha wanted to know what he can do to conquer all the islands. From Molokai, he sent a messenger to Kapoukahi, who was a Kauai kahuna. Kapoukahi said Kamehameha have to build a great heiau for his war god Kukailimoku, which he inherited from Kalani Opu'u. Meanwhile, Keoua was robbed and hurt Kamehameha's people. Kamehameha heard about that and came hurried back to Big Island to protect his people. Two battles were fought against Keoua in Hamakua. Neither side won. Keoua started back to his own lands in Ka'u. To get there, he had to pass Kilauea volcano. As they are close to volcano, it erupted. The eruption was explosive and killed many of his troops by lava chunks, ash, and poisonous gases. Some of their footprints can still be seen in the hardened lava. This serves to convince Keoua that Pele is on Kamehameha's side. A sense of hopelessness overcomes Keoua. About the story of footprints on the lava, National Park Service website introducing more detail. I have a link on my website, so please check if you are interested. In 1791, Pu'ukohola was finally built, and he invited Keoua to talk with him about peace. Keoua's people objected him to go, but he agreed to see Kamehameha there. He came with two large canoes. On his other canoe, there was Kaoleoku, who was Kamehameha's son. Kaoleoku's mother was Kanekapole, who was the mother of Keoua. Keoua stepped ashore, and as he did, he was killed by a spear held by Keeaumoku. All the high-ranking ali'i on the Keoua's canoe were killed, but the one who was on the Kaoleoku's canoe was saved. Nobody knows if Kamehameha wanted this to happen or not. The dead bodies were offered as sacrifices on the altar of the new heiau. The sacrifices is better, with higher rank ali'i, and had to have perfect body till the fatal wound. One story told is that Keoua secretly mutilated himself in order to defile this sacrifice. On that time, Keoua cursed Kamehameha's family from prospering. Believe or not, Kamehameha couldn't have child or grandchild after. Even the time he had a grandchild, the child passed away on the early age. Another Big Island king, Keawemauhili, was with Kivala'o on the Battle of Moku'ohai. He got defeated, so he was captured by Kamehameha's leader, but he escaped to Hilo. Later, he was forced to join Keoua to go against Kamehameha. He was killed by Keoua as Keoua found out Keawemauhili had helped Kamehameha in his battle on Maui, demanding Kamehameha back from Moloka'i. Anyway, Kamehameha now became a ruler of Big Island finally. In 1794, Kahekili, the ruler of Maui and Oahu, died. Kamehameha thought now it is a time to fight for the other islands. In 1795, Kamehameha attacked Maui with 1,600 men with 960 canoes and 20 foreign ships. The knowledge of Davis and Yang for cannon, guns, backed up his fight a lot, and Kamehameha finally conquered Maui and Moloka'i and Lanai. I'll talk about Kamehameha's last battle of Oahu and how to conquer Kauai with the next episode. This story was based on Wikipedia, Kamehameha the Great, Ruling Chiefs, published by Kamehameha Schools Press, Pu'ukohola website, and my Kumu's story. Mahalo nui for listening my podcast Hula and Talk. My name is Kauanoeanuhea. The background music during the main story was from censussacred.com by Ambience. If you enjoyed my podcast, please share with your friends and family. And if you have a request or question, please feel free to DM me or contact me through my Instagram, Twitter, and website. Malamapono, ahui ho!